fight of the scumbags, as in this corner, we have got Conor McGregor, who is now being accused of SA, alright, and has been charged with it. And then in the other corner, we've got the crypto scumbag king, Logan Paul. Right, so we've got a scammer versus someone who's being accused of SA right now. Whether he will or not, you know, it's yet to be seen. He probably will. There's no doubt about it. But, you know, there are two people that, of course, have fought Floyd Mayweather. That being Logan Paul and Conor McGregor. Both, of course, lost the fights, unsurprisingly. John Fury's even called out Logan Paul to fight him in the undercard for Jake Paul's next fight, like, you know, when Jake and Tommy have their rematch. That's just John Fury being John Fury. But, you know, what's next for Logan after this, you know? Well, it looks like we might be having the fight of the century on our hands, or as many are dubbing it, the fight of the scumbags, as in this corner, we have got Conor McGregor, who is now being accused of SA, alright, and has been charged with it. And then in the other corner, we've got the crypto scumbag king, Logan Paul. Right, so we've got a scammer versus someone who's being accused of SA right now. And it's just fantastic, isn't it? What a world that we're living in right now. It was announced by Conor McGregor earlier today that the rumours about the Tupurio are false. I'm in preliminary agreement with the Abani family to face Logan Paul in a boxing exhibition in India. I have agreed. I will then seek my return to the octagon. So it's almost as if this is like the build-up to Conor McGregor going back to the octagon, going back to MMA. The last time we saw Conor McGregor in the ring, it was obviously against Floyd Money Mayweather, where he got absolutely bopped. Unsurprisingly, I suppose, you know, he's gone into a whole new world. I reckon if that was obviously an MMA fight, which was never going to be agreed, Conor McGregor would have absolutely whooped Floyd Mayweather. But it wasn't, and that's how things ended up. But obviously we haven't seen Logan Paul in the ring for a little while either, so this is, you know, an interesting fight to say the least. I mean, Conor McGregor's been itching for a boxing fight for a very long time. You know, only a couple of months ago he was calling out KSI because of his god-awful song, Thick of It, saying he wanted to fight him because of that. KSI, I think, you know, he thinks himself too big for Conor McGregor now. And Jake Paul's never going to fight him either because he also thinks he's too big for Conor McGregor. But I guess this is a good fight, I suppose, for Logan Paul. But is it the fight that we actually want? I mean, if it's in India, you know, there's big fan bases over there. It'll probably sell out quite quickly. You know, this will be a very lucrative fight for them both. But, you know, there's been articles that have been made about this as well. After Conor McGregor confirms a huge boxing fight with Logan Paul and reveals UFC comeback after his Civil R case, right? So he's agreed a preliminary boxing fight, like, you know, they're in the preliminary phase of organising it with Logan Paul in India. McGregor set social media alight earlier on Tuesday morning with a statement claiming the rumours of the fight with the Georgian Spanish fighter, is it Ilia Topuria, were false before revealing his plans. As part of the shock announcement, McGregor also teased his long-awaited return to the octagon 3 years after his last outing in the UFC. The rumours of obviously this is what we've just read on his social media. That's the post that he made, right? The Irishman's return to the octagon has been a point of speculation, having not fought since back-to-back defeats by Dustin Poirier in 2021. The man is set to simultaneously hold titles in 2 weight classes in the UFC. McGregor remains one of the biggest pay-per-view draws in MMA. In the interim, he's been linked with a number of returns to MMA and the UFC, with former lightweight contender Michael Chandler offering him a chance himself as a potential opponent in a comeback fight. You know, it's been long touted that Conor McGregor is going to make his return to UFC. Whether he will or not, you know, is yet to be seen. He probably will. There's no doubt about it. But, you know, there are two people that, of course, have fought Floyd Mayweather. That being Logan Paul and Conor McGregor. Both, of course, lost the fights, unsurprisingly. But I actually completely forgot that Logan Paul fought Floyd Mayweather back in 2021. But, you know, I think both fights were exhibition fights, if I remember rightly. Obviously, they both lost anyway. But in November, he was ordered to pay nearly 250,000 euros in damages after the jury found him liable of assaulting Hand. right? So, you know, that's obviously the charges that have been put against Conor McGregor recently. The former two-weight UFC champion has vehemently denied the claims and released a statement on social media indicating that he will be looking into appeal the verdict. He wrote on X, "As much as I regret it, everything that happened that night was consensual and all of the witnesses present swore under oath. I have instructed my legal team to appeal the decision." Obviously, that's now going into the legal side of the whole situation that Conor McGregor finds himself in. But as of right now, from what I've seen online, Logan Paul hasn't actually responded to this, like, at all. Which I would have thought if, like, with everything that's going on, there's nothing. Like, it's just preliminary talks. But, yeah, Logan Paul has literally not said anything regarding this. I'm just going to take a look on his Twitter right now. Yeah, nothing. Literally no post since the 11th of December. And that was just to promote an impulsive podcast episode. So whether this is actually going to take place is obviously yet to be seen. It'll be a huge payout for both fighters, of course. You know, it will no doubt pull millions of viewers. You know, it will sell out the arena wherever it is they choose to go. I guess it's a step back into the ring or into the boxing world for them both. You know, Logan Paul not fighting since last year, I think. And then, obviously, you know, Conor McGregor not fighting really at all for the past couple of years. So it'll be interesting to see how it will go. But if this was to happen, would this be a good fight, number one? Number two, who do you think's going to come out on top? And number three, what's next for them both, right? Like, Logan Paul's obviously touted a couple of names and stuff like this. You know, John Fury's even called out Logan Paul to fight him in the undercard for Jake Paul's next fight. Like, you know, when Jake and Tommy have their rematch. That's obviously never going to happen. That's just John Fury being John Fury. But, you know, what's next for Logan after this, you know? Does he kind of hit his limit there? Because obviously he's not as good of a fighter as Jake, so he's not going to pull that kind of pull. He's not got that pulling power. Let's say his name carries weight, but you know, when it comes to boxing, does it carry anything? You know, he's obviously too in deep with KSI to get that fight. Tommy Fury's way above his level, and I don't think Tommy Fury would take Logan over Jake. So it begs the question of what happens next, and then would that be it for Conor McGregor? Would he then just go straight back to UFC and go and do his thing over there? I don't know. There's a lot of questions, not a lot of answers. But what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. While you're down there, be sure to jump scare the hell out of that like button. Subscribe if you're new. Tickle my little bell so you get notified whenever we upload to this channel. And until next time, guys, I hope you have enjoyed. Can't wait to see you in the next one, and I'll speak to you later. Peace.